Andy Ruiz has broken his silence on the rematch with Anthony Joshua. He said, "The rematch is going to be the same. I'm going to be more prepared and more ready. I know his flaws. I can do a lot better. The only thing he can do is just run around. He's not good at boxing." He went further to say, "People thought I wasn't going to do anything. I was too big, too overweight. I don't want to say all the things I'm going to change. There is a lot that's going to be changing. I'm going to come a better weight this time, and it's going to be a hell of a fight." That is what he has had to say about Anthony Joshua and the rematch that he will be taking on possibly in November or December. I'm hearing the date has been confirmed to be between the 16th of November and the 14th of December. So that is when the fight will take place, and it could be either the Principality Stadium, Wembley Stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or possibly even back in New York at Madison Square Garden. Anthony Joshua says he wants to put it right where it all went wrong, which is admirable, but I don't see why he would do that when he could have the home advantage, but still, just shows that he is a true fighter. I believe the second fight will be completely different. I think Anthony Joshua will come more prepared, and possibly try and take centre ring instead of running around the outside of the ring. That was a bad tactic in the first fight. Once he started doing it, he couldn't revert back to his old style of just bulldozing forward, which probably isn't a good tactic against Andy Ruiz anyway. He needed to try and stand in the middle of the ring, take centre ring, and use his footwork instead of just going backwards and just running around the side. If he can just use slight foot adjustments and use his hand speed, I know that Andy Ruiz is the faster fighter in there, but he doesn't have the faster feet. So Anthony Joshua can utilise that. He has to keep him on the end of the jab and sting him with a right hand every time he comes in. It could be boring for a few rounds, but that is what Anthony Joshua has to do to win. If he wants to win his heavyweight titles back, he has to do that. He doesn't necessarily have to go and knock Andy Ruiz out. He just has to beat him, whether it is a 12-round decision or not. Because Andy Ruiz is a good fighter, and he is difficult to box over 12 rounds because he just keeps coming. So Anthony Joshua's just going to have to keep him on the end of a jab and sting him when he tries to come in. And any time that Andy Ruiz does come on the inside, grab his arms, tie him up and turn him. Then Andy Ruiz will not be able to get any shots away, and Anthony Joshua can just go back to centre ring and using his jab. As I said, this is not going to make for an exciting fight if he fights this way, but it will win his heavyweight titles back. Perhaps do this for a few rounds, frustrate Andy Ruiz, then walk him on to something big. Because remember, Anthony Joshua can hurt him. He did have him down in the third round. So I believe that is what Anthony Joshua is going to have to do to beat Andy Ruiz. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Andy Ruiz's comments about Anthony Joshua, and how do you think Anthony Joshua will go about the rematch? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.